think we're gonna make sure that our rings, our piston rings, are correct. So let me find those. There we go. We got total seal, piston rings, top groove, second groove, and oil control bottom groove. We're going to check the top ones. And make sure that they're gapped correctly. Or they say you want, like, and what I mean by gap is this gap. This gap, when you put it in the cylinder, it gets real close. You want it to be at like 20 thousandths, 21 thousandths, I believe. If not, I'll put a correction radar. But yeah, pretty close to that. Alright, so I got SRP. Those are the numbers. 40 over, 4-inch 40 over, flat top, 1/16, 3/16 spacer. Yeah. We just need one for now. These are my pistons. Big old intake exhaust. I think that's right. Big intake, small exhaust. Anyway. Those are the numbers. More numbers inside here, in case you're curious. They're real shallow, but yeah. I believe when you do, put them in here. Take some rags off first, because why not? Lint-free rags. Lint-free as long as they're not touching anything with a jagged edge. It's smooth like the cylinders, like this. It should be perfect. I'm not 100% on if I should put some oil in there. But I guess these are supposed to stop oil, so shove it in there. And then you use the piston to make sure that it's flat. Where it's going to be closed the most. Check it on your lips here. That looks pretty even all the way across. And then you get a feeler gauge and you shove it through there. You get a feeler gauge and you shove it through that space right there. I'm gonna try 20. I'm gonna try 20. See what that does. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get it in there. These are not gapped. Holy moly. Alright, so I looked it up and it says, so the question, how much gap should piston rings have? For a street engine, multiplying your bore size by 0.004 will give you the top ring gap you're looking for. Which this is going to be a street, even though it's going to be a 408. I'm not trying to race or nothing. I just want it to be, you know what I mean? And 408 sounded better than 396. Might as well. Anyway, the multiplier changes to add more clearance. For high performance engines, the multiplier changes to add more clearance, but the math stays the same. Modified or nitrous oxide, 005 times 4-inch bore equals 020 inch ring gap. So 020 is closer than 002. So I'm gonna do the math real fast and see what I got. My bore size is 4.040. So my ring gap should be 0.016 for the top, for this top ring. Should be 016, not 002, 016. And this is at 002, so I gotta gap these suckers. Woohoo! 16. Well, for the fun of it, let me see if they ordered the right ones. If they got the right ones for me, if they thought I was going to be racing this thing. So let's see what the math is. 005 times my bore. So let's see, 4.040 times 0.005 equals. See, that's 20. 0.020. So that's bigger even than mine. Because I'm guessing the racing engines get hotter, so it's gonna want to close up more. So you want more of a gap. So anyway, I'm guessing anywhere between 16 and 20, I should be good. So yeah, I got my 16, and that's way too small. There's one. Oh, that could be why. 4045, it says on these rings. That might be why they're a little tight. I don't know if you can see that right there. It says TS 4045. I'm guessing that's for a bore of 4.045. So that would explain why these are a little tight. Maybe they did that. I don't know why they would do that. Let me put them in another cylinder, see what happens. looks the same. Where's my thing? Yeah, it looks about the same. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to do every one of these. But I mean, that's just one of them, so. I'm gonna do it the old school way and bust out a file and just take a little bit off here and there, and then check it, and then check it, and check it, and then check it, and check it. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I don't know if the bottom ring is supposed to be the same, the second ring, because it did say your top ring gap. Yeah, so let me get out one of these other ones, these second ones, and see what happens there. I'm gonna keep them separated. I know that one's too small. I'm pretty sure all these are the same. I mean, why not? Because, you know, they all came in the same bag. They should all be the same. Let's see if these have markings on them. Oh, got a little dimple. These. Let's see. I think these might be. Oh, these look like they're gapped right for me. Make sure it's in there even. There's a clear gap in this one. I probably put them both at the same. It's not quite, it's not 16. But it is bigger than the other one. Just by looking, I could see a gap. So let me see if I can get like a, let me go 007. Nope. Nope. That's probably like a 005 or something. Anyway. I'm gonna look that up too to see what the second ring, so the top ring, top one is supposed to be between 16 and 20. Bottom, the second one, I don't know. I gotta look it up. I'm assuming it's the same right now, but I'm gonna look it up. And then this one I gotta look up because I have no idea. So yeah, good times. Messing that up too bad. Get my little file. Keep the second rings with the second rings. Although I could tell them apart. I could tell the top rings from these. These are the second ring. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't have the. It doesn't have the TS 4.045 on it. So they're clearly different. I'm curious. Second groove. Yeah. Grinding time. Or filing. Filing time. Alright, so I'm not 100% on the technique here, but I'm assuming I should keep these straight. Got my file. Snap. yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do like one of these, kind of squeeze it and pull like 5 or 6. I don't know how much that's taken off, but clean it up. I don't know. What do you think? That was about 10, right? Let's see. Put it in here. It's pretty even. Oh yeah, making progress already. It's not even close, but I can see a gap. I just want to see how far, because it was at like, what was it? 0.2, 0.25, 0.3-ish. Let's see if it's out of 5. We're at 5-ish. Ish. Not quite. Keep going. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Clean up the edges again. I'm going to scratch my cylinder. Nothing's catching on my fingers. It's good. Put it in there again. That looks more even. I think we're on to something here. I think we're on to something. Looks even. It's not like in the other ones. It was, as you get close, the gap as you get closer to the cylinder wall is getting closer. It wasn't letting the feeler gauge go all the way through. I think I'm kind of getting it more straight now. Let's try a 10. See what happens. Oh, nope, not quite a 10. How many was that? Like, was it 10 swipes? I don't know. I guess I'll count. Let me see what the 6 does. 6? Nope, not quite. Ooh, we got a long way to go. Alright, so I know how far we're getting now with like 10. So I'm going to do like 20. And we should be getting some action. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Give me a good one on the end there. Could feel it after doing that. I could feel it catching a little bit here. I don't want to put that in my cylinder, so I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Not too much, but just enough to take the edge off of that. All right, put it back in. Even it out. A little deep there. That looks pretty even. Decent gap now. Let's try a 10 again. 10 again. Michael Finnegan again. Oh yeah, we got a 10 in there. Nice and snug. Making some progress. Boy. Let's try an 11. Let's get crazy. Yep, 11 goes in there too. Uh, 12. Yep, 12 goes in there. It's getting a little tighter. Might scare myself and just be right on it. Hope not. Only did a little bit. 15. I'm sure I didn't go past. Getting a little wobble here. $16. So we're good. We're good. Let's try 17. 17. I want to see how much I went. Ooh. Oh, I can't get a 17 in there. Yeah. Let's try 16 one more time, just so I don't think I'm crazy. 16 went in, right? Yep. Well, 16 ain't going in when they're straight. Maybe give it, I don't know, like 5 more? Maybe like 5 more scrapes. Let's see. Three, 4, 5. three on either side to kind of straighten it out a little bit. That looks good. All right, let me clean it up. Get the little burrs off. There we go. Slip in there. Go too deep. Right in that zone. Make sure it's level all the way around. Close. Check our gap. Yeah. It's not very straight. Go with the 18. I just gotta straighten this one out. It's not very straight. And I think we're good. Maybe getting a little carried away here, but sometimes you just get lucky. All right, so 18 is kind of right in the middle, kind of where I'm shooting. And 18 is a little tight. 18 is tight. Okay, let's see. Again, anywhere between 16 and 20, I'm happy with, because I never done this before, and you know, for all the reasons. Let's see, 15 will go through. Well, we're at 15. I just got to clean up the center a little bit. 15. That's good. Yeah. Just got to make them. It's doing this. I got to straighten it out. All right, 18. See what happens. Yeah, boy. Let's see if we can shove a 19 in there. Nope. Oh, yep, 19. $20. That is tight. Okay, so I took this one, which is 18. This is the one I've been working on. And I went around to each one of the cylinders and measured it out on the other side too. And it's the same. So the boring, the boring on all these cylinders are the same. So I can use one cylinder and gap all the rings, so I don't have to have individual rings for individual ones, you know, specific to that cylinder and all that stuff. So yeah. All right, now for the rest of these, and I won't bore you with that. Yeah, I'll see you in a while.